Okay guys, I'm back. This is the continuation of my personal journal by Marion Smith and also by Paper Plus Rosewood. Okay, those are the other papers I use, but mainly it's Marion Smith. Okay, all right. So I just finished this page. We're going to go on to this one. This is that burlap ribbon. I think I should call it burlap ribbon because it comes on a spool and it's about that wide. So anyway, we'll call it burlap ribbon. I use that as a pocket below here. This is some trim I got at Joann's on clearance for like $2.50. I love it. See how pretty that is? Okay, and then I'm going to take this out of the pocket. This is Marion Smith paper, and I decided to, use one of my stencils. I use my, not stencils, stamps. I use my music note stamps. Put a couple of these beautiful butterflies here. And then this is an envelope that I've glued a lot of stuff onto. Let's see if I glued it all. I did glue it all on. Okay, so this is an envelope that I first took. I'm going to put my book down so I can show you guys what I did. I first took and sewed together these three papers, or I sewed them individually. See all the stitching? Then I hot glued them all together so it looks like I sewed them all onto here. In between that, I used the burlap in between that. And then I glued the whole thing onto this front of this envelope. And then I put that butterfly on top. So that was just like a lot of cool layering. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing how I did that, because it was actually really simple. Again, each one of these little tickets was individually stitched, and then I just hot glued them all together. And in between that I put the burlap. And then I glued that whole thing onto the front of this envelope and then put that butterfly. And then of course I love the envelope within an envelope look. So here's another envelope or paper bag, and inside of that comes another one. And then, did I put a gift in anything in here? No, I didn't. Okay, but I just love that whole thing, envelopes within envelopes. There's a lady named Ellen B, and she does that. And I thought, I have got to start doing that. I thought that's a neat little thing. Okay, and then I distressed the envelope also. And stamped it and distressed it. Okay. So hopefully you guys, that wasn't confusing. I just wanted to kind of show you. Those were some neat things I've been learning from different women on YouTube, and I wanted to point those things out. Okay, next page. Let's go ahead and take out the little tag, and I'll explain that in a second. This is a doily that I coffee stained. And when you coffee stain, it gets really stained up and really grunged. Let me show you. But I like it. So I made this into like a little side pocket. So I hot glued it on only like to here so that I could stick something in right here. And then I threw on some of these beautiful little butterflies. I think these are Recollection butterflies. I want to tell you guys where I get these. I get them at Michael's or Joann's, and I'm trying to think of the name, but I threw the packaging away. So I hope it is Recollections. If not, I'll think of it. Anyway, I love this paper. This paper is Marion Smith's again in this journal collection. Okay. And this tag is from my scraps. Did the sewing, did the distressing. I'm going to put that back in. Okay, next one. Let's take this out. Again, Marion Smith's, one of her printables in this collection. And the burlap pieces I made into a pocket here. And I made another pocket right here. So I could slip something in here or here. From my scraps, I found these beautiful bronzy looking leaves. Put those there. And then I'm going to put my journal down for a second because I want to show you guys something. These are really fabulous. See how these look like? They look like old pieces of paper that I found like in my grandmother's attic. This came from a Sears catalog my husband gets off of eBay for me now. And they're from like 1800s, 1900s, 1940. So this one right here I think was like 1890, I think. And this was the sewing machine from 1890. You guys, isn't this fabulous? And this is the information card about everything. They have information about it. So I sewed the paper, and then I distressed it a little bit more, and I copied it. It was black and white, and I copied it on the brown cardstock. What I want to tell you guys though is this sewing machine cost. Oh, it does. I think it. Anyway, I was looking at the price of the sewing machines. This sewing machine with it says with 3 drawers, I guess it's like $8.95, $8.95. Yes, that's what I'm saying. With 5 drawers, it goes to like $10, and then with 7 drawers, it goes to like $12. So At the most, this sewing machine would cost you $12. You guys, we pay $100 for just a sewing machine made of plastic. Here, you get all these beautiful drawers and all this carving. It's insane. I just love it. Anyway, if you guys want to get some great papers and some great antique shabby chic stuff that matches all of our projects, go on eBay and start ordering this old Sears catalogs. You'll pay like, I don't know, $15, $20 for these catalogs. And then you can make copies of them, especially on this brown paper, and it looks really cool. Or whatever you want to do. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Take those out for now. Again, this is the other side of this paper, the Marion Smith paper, which I think is really cool. Again, I used the bronzy leaves, and then I put a button there, because I love buttons. And then, let me see if this stands up. Kind of. I will lay it down. Okay, I want to show you the tags I took out of it, the tags that I made. Again, this is one of the sewing machines from, this is another one, out of the Sears catalog from like 1890. Isn't that cool, you guys? Again, the price of the sewing machine is 3 drawers, let's see, 1 drawer is $8.66. With the cover, it's $10. With the cover and 3 drawers, it's $11.90. Then it goes $12.90, $13.90, and $13.90 is for 7 drawers. But anyway, $13.90 in like 18. What did I say? I think it's 1890. Yeah, it's just crazy. And then that's the information card. And again, I sewed the papers, I distressed the paper, I copied. It's a black and white copy, of course, and I copied it onto brown cardstock. So just want to show you guys that. Can't believe what they paid for sewing machines in 1890. I mean, I know it was a long time ago, but it just amazes me to get a sewing machine for 18 bucks. Or, well, not just 18. You can even buy one for, what did I say, the lowest price? I don't know, $10. Anyway, those kind of prices are just crazy. I really wanted to alcohol ink these, and I hadn't had a chance to do it, but I finally bought the alcohol inks, and I'm going to take these out and do that. So those will be inked pretty soon. Anyway, this is the paper from the Colorblock Rosewood collection I got from Walmart for $5. You guys, is that paper gorgeous or what? Love. Did the stitching. Did then I put some real pretty lace that I have right here, made into a little side pocket, and then I put some of my favorite buttons on here in the middle. Okay. These are like little flower, little duets. Everybody's probably seen those. I've seen those in other videos. Do I have anything to stick in there? Oh, I don't. Okay, I thought I had put something in here, but I haven't put anything in here yet. I'm probably just waiting for something to go in there. Yeah, that's too big. Okay, next page. Here, I haven't done anything to this yet. And I will probably Tim Holtz distress it, stamp it, do something, but I haven't done anything to it yet. Or I may just distress it and then leave it plain for journaling. This again, look at this paper. Is this fabulous or what? I love it. And then I added, this is like a big flower rose with some butterflies on it. See right there? Isn't that pretty? But I went ahead and added some of my butterflies to it also. Give it a little dimensional look. This is some pretty black lace. Show you, see if you guys can see that. Kind of, it's black so it's hard to see. Made that into another little pocket. Okay, again, I don't have anything done to these yet, but I have sewn everything, so I will distress these at some point, or distress them and leave them as journal pages. So we'll see. Okay. Again, this is very vintage looking paper that I got in my Walmart collection, Rosewood collection. And then that's some pretty lace at the bottom, just as decorative. I put a, sorry you guys, it hurts me to, this is so bulky. I put a button here, and on top of the button I put a little butterfly, another little butterfly here. And this again is a pocket for me to slide something in there. And I think I might have something. I've been wanting to use these. Yeah, my tags are big. Aren't these pretty? I just made these tags out of this great rose stamp I just got. So I want to use them, but I can't use them yet. Anyway, last thing on this journal. Okay, face it so you guys can see it. Again, like at the beginning, I have that paper again from the Rosewood collection. You can barely see it because I've layered so much stuff on top of here. But this is the library card, and I distressed it with a Tim Holtz antique or what is it, vintage, antique vintage. And then I used a button here from my stash. And then I put in a bunch of tags and pockets into the pocket. So I'll show you all the tags I put in here. Okay, and then another piece of lace at the top here, just something decorative. See? All right, let me show you the tags really quick that I made. This is a tag I made from the Sears catalog again. Just information about all those sewing machines. Distressed it and stitched it. Okay, then I have an envelope here, a little metal envelope that I have Tim Holtzed it. I did a handwriting stamp, and then on the bottom I did a pincushion stamp. I love the pincushion stamp. Again, pincushion stamp and the handwriting stamp. And inside of here, I love, you guys know I love envelopes within envelopes. So I got these envelopes from Hobby Lobby. Aren't these fabulous? Distressed them a little bit with the Tim Holtz. This is just a little card that I need to keep, so I put that in here. I probably shouldn't put that in here. I kind of need that card. Anyway, it's a life journal, so cards and things you collect around can go into any of these pockets. These are library cards that I got. They were in my stash, and I went ahead and used the handwriting stamp, and then again stamped the little pin cushion at the bottom. Did the same thing on the back. This is another tag I created, which I love this tag. Isn't it? I love this stamp. Isn't that pretty? And then did Tim Holtz it again, distress the edges, and then use that same stamp on the back. Tim Holtz it, distress the edges. I love my edges to look distressed. I like everything. Look how distressed I made that. I made it look like it was really old. Now this is my postage stamp. See how it makes it look like what you put on an envelope? But I went ahead and put it on this card. I distressed the edges. See how distressed that looks? Like all like rippy on the edges. And then I Tim Holtz inked it again, which I love. And then just put a little jute on the end. So you guys, this was my life journal, and I love doing it. You guys have to go to Marion Smith and pick up this this life journal kit and do your own life journal. And this way you can scrapbook in the back, and in the front you can schedule your life and your list, and everything you need is in one area. I am obsessed with this journal. And the way she tells you how to bind it, see how it's bind it with this? You can make this bigger. Okay, I can no longer make this bigger because I've obnoxiously journaled myself to death with this. But a normal person, they can make this. They can make this a little bit bigger. All you do is just loosen up your things here. But you know, you guys look at this. This is ridiculous now. I think that this is probably big enough. So anyway, I really loved it. And also Butterbee Scraps. I want you guys to also check her out. Those are the metal pieces I used in here. Her stuff is fabulous, and her prices are great. So I will put Marion Smith down at the bottom, and I also put Butterbee Scraps. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the journal. If you haven't subscribed to my station, I would love for you to do so. If you'd love to write a comment, all comments welcome. I'd love to hear from you. And you guys have a very creative day. Thanks. Bye-bye.